Hello and welcome back to another stream, to a Friday stream. Hang on, I'm gonna check that everything sounds okay before I start talking too much here. Give me a moment. Let's see, let me catch up. Alright, it looks good, it looks fine. We're gonna call that it, and we'll take it from here. Welcome back to a Friday stream. We're actually managing to start on time. I posted yesterday, and both on social media and here on YouTube, actually, because we're like right bang in the middle of getting our fuse box changed out. So we have not an old house, but it was set up in like, I think it was 2009, and all the electric in the house is a little bit dodgy. And if you've been following from like last week and this week's stories, because I talked a bit about it on the Tuesday stream, basically, long story short, we had a small fire in our electrical little fuse box situation. So we were like, okay, we will... Alright. Okay, I think we have internet again now. Sorry about that. Yeah. Things are frazzled today, and as you can probably tell, we're off to a little bit of a shoddy start, but things are set up now. Yeah, we're in the middle of getting our fuse boxes sorted and changed. We are... Up until today, we had the old school screw style of fuse, but we had a small electrical fire in our fuse box last week, and we were like, okay, well, if things need to be fixed in the fuse box, we might as well upgrade the entire thing. But we're getting visitors next week, and we're not going to be home very much. So in order for us to have smooth sailing with visitors, our local electrician was like, okay, sure, I'll sort for you guys. But basically, it means they're doing it today in the middle of my stream day, and right now I think we're set. I think this room is going to be fine. Not sure, but I think. Because right now they've swept around everything, but screw fuses that we used to have, they're stronger than what the flip switches are. The, like, switch fuses. And basically a big part of the house is all lined up on the same fuse, which is a weak one. And now that we also have a weaker system, we're basically guaranteed to trip some of our fuses. And that means that we're going to have to do some more electric work to disconnect some bits to sort of like pull some more cables and set up another switch for it, right? And right now the electricians are going to get a part because they had been sent the wrong part. And Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be able to stream for today. It could be we'll have a normal day. It could be I'll get this small hour window while they're sorting things. It kind of sucks because I wanted to have a really like long and big and important good stream today, but I mean, you if I don't have electricity, there is a limit to what I can do. So hopefully they won't have to mess with my room, but if they do, then I'm sorry. I might, you know, disappear randomly, or I might have to cut the stream short. We'll see. I just ask for patience and understanding because yeah, things are not ideal today, and I'm a bit stressed. But I'm here for a good time, maybe not a long time. We'll take it as it is. Again, I'm so sorry. Things are a little frazzled even at the start of this stream. Losing internet, back in, back on. We'll try playing some games, hey? And again, I apologize. And thank you for the patience and understanding. And we'll take it from there, hey? Anyway, last stream we left off at Sunday 21st, and we are in summer, I believe. We are on year 4. And yeah, that's it. That's where we're going from, right? I'm gonna put my phone on quiet mode, just so I don't suddenly burst you guys with notifications and whatnot. Anyway, let's start playing games, because I'm rambling, and I'm sure that's not very interesting to most of you. Haley has made breakfast, so we're gonna eat that and talk to her a little. Yasha, hey Fendi, welcome back! Welcome to today's stream, to my little chaotic morning of what's happening. But we're on. I think things are working out. We shall see. No promises, just hopes. It's been an intense day. You got a new laptop, that's awesome! Congratulations! Happy for ya! What kind of laptop did you get? What brand? I bet that means what, Windows 11 straight off the bat, huh? Nothing like getting a new digital tool, hey? That's the agricultural fun. I started scripting from 0 knowledge. Oh, that's cool! I'm hoping you... Excuse me. I'm hoping you're enjoying it. Cups. HP, huh? Are you happy with that? You like it? I don't think I've ever had a HP laptop, but I know my husband has, I think. No, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's my brother. I don't know. I'm confused. I've usually had Acer and Asus. My last laptop was Asus, and I had so many issues with it, so I don't think I'll ever have Asus again, but, you know. Other than that. Yeah, you're happy. Awesome! Again, congratulations on the new digital tool, equipment thing. Got all the honey ready. I think, it's all... No, we have some wild honey. It's just some of the honey is not picking up for it. But you know, that's fine. That's not a problem. Harvesting all the bits we're selling. It's a bit intense, actually. Lisa got a new one. My first laptop was 12 years old. Wow! That thing held on for a long time, though. That's awesome! Honestly, for it to last for that long, that's pretty impressive. Honestly, I'm impressed. You let your brother use it, he watches movies. Yeah, okay, well, if it works to watch movies on, that, what more do you need? Hey, that's great. I wanna do... No, I don't wanna do the starfruit. I wanna dehydrate the starfruit, I think. Just because it seems like fun to try and dehydrate that. Well, I have stuff to put in here. Yeah, we'll do that. And then do this. Seriously, I'm still like stuck in stress mode from the chaotic morning I've had. Oh, the turtle! I've forgotten about the turtle. It goes outside too. We also did get the Statue of Blessings, so we need to touch that every day, but I kind of forget to. Prismatic butterfly is waiting for you somewhere in the valley. Okay, what does that mean? We're gonna have to explore the valley? I needed a laptop that can handle both my gaming and scripting. Yeah, luckily there's actually a lot more powerful laptops out there now than even what was like several years ago. I think gaming laptops really started changing the markets for how much a single laptop could actually handle. Make your own combat system. That's really neat. That's so cool. Hey. Let's see. Having a little bit of a pokey poke here. There we go. Don't want to miss anyone chatting to me, so just making sure I was on the right settings here. I think we're all good. Whee! I don't really need that strong laptop. You just need to be able to handle the things you're interested in. Hey, I ended up buying a laptop that was pretty strong, but also had, because I was doing a lot of editing on my laptop back then, I made sure it had a color accurate screen too. Because I know you can go back and forth between your phone and everything, right? But I just did not feel interested in having to do that between each photo I edited. So I decided to go for the color accurate screen. So it cost a lot, but yeah, it was a big waste of money, honestly. Like, it did last me for some time, but there was just so many issues with it. Couldn't handle it. I wouldn't handle it very well. Great power comes great responsibility. Suppose that is true. We'll grab that battery too, and then we'll check on our Junimos. If they've harvested anything. Yes, they've harvested some chilies. What a morning, honestly. House responsibilities can be a bit intense at times. Hey, but they're sorted, they're situated. We're taking care of the house, thing by thing, bit by bit. I'm just glad I'm getting a stream in today, because that is kind of important, not gonna lie. I will sell batteries and chilies. I will sell the truffle and keep the wood and everything else, because yes, it is resources. Ooh. And we spent a lot of it on the Statue of Blessing. I think since we got that, the whole notice here, I think we should probably try and look for the prismatic butterfly. Since I'm on laptop, I can play PC games. I got myself a JoJo game. A JoJo game? I don't even know what that is. I was eyeing it for a long time. That's awesome! Glad you got it then. It's important to treat oneself a bit occasionally. I'm gonna check here quickly. Nothing there. Up into the mountains. Check up here. Called JoJo All-Star Battle. Fancy sounding. Is it fun? Have you tried it yet? No, Grand Squiggles. Or Artifact Spot as it's also called. As many JoJo characters. Oh, I thought you meant like as in so like the anime, right? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, that kind of game? I am looking for this prismatic butterfly. Don't know where it would be, but we're checking. Keep like watching the internet like a hawk to make sure it's all good and nothing's off. That's awesome though. Is it like a fighting game? Guess we'll grab the sweet pea too. Where would this prismatic butterfly be? Yes, it's a fighting game. Oh, cool! I hope you'll like it and be very happy about it. Harvey is being heavy with his dialogue today. That is not a prismatic butterfly. Granny Evelyn. Checking every single corner here for this butterfly. Can do infinite battles while characters will go to tow with you. That's neat. I do like fighting games. I used to play a lot of Dynasty Warriors. I've played that so much now in adult age. And then I also love Dead or Alive, for instance. Very fond of that. But also Soul Calibur. That was like one of my first fighting games. And I love Soul Calibur. So much fun. I think it's a truly great game. Oh, a bit. Where would said little butterfly be? Somewhere in the valley, yeah. It's very broad because it's a big valley. Alex is manning the ice cream stand. You've unlocked one win animation for your favorite JoJo Joseph Joestar. Ooh, that's neat. Only one day left on each of these. I'm not interested in unlocking them, honestly. Also, this game has all versions of the characters as well. Oh, cool! It's a big anime with a lot of seasons and characters, so it's good that you get to get your favorites. And that it has all the versions, that makes it all the better. Where's this bloody butterfly? Whee! Another pretty shell. Yeah. For example, Joseph Joestar has his younger version and his old version. Young part being from part 2 and old being part 3. Yep, I'm with you. Sorry I'm talking so much about JoJo's. I don't know if you watched JoJo's. I've watched the first like 3 seasons or 4 seasons, I think. And then I kind of dabbled off a bit. Let's see, where would this prismatic butterfly be? Can check on you while we're here. What do you have? I'm just really talkative on the internet. I think that goes for a lot of us. A lot of people feel a little bit more comfortable being chatty and talkative when we're slightly more anonymous. Yeah, the seasons are called parts. Let's see. I'm not heavy enough into it to know the lore. I'm just, you know, a casual enjoyer. I'm stuck. So you watched 3 parts, yeah. I watched 3 first seasons, yeah. I watch a lot of anime. But it's not always. So when I was younger, I used to be a bit of a completionist. So like if I started on something, I was like, no, I have to finish. I have to watch it to the end. But as I get older, I allow myself to not finish things if I don't enjoy them. Or if I'm finding myself like, yeah, it's fine and like, yeah, it's interesting, but not enough to keep my attention. Or if I find myself like straying or being, you know, not so concentrated on it, then I'm like, it's okay to not finish it. Or like to just pause things for a while. That is also right. So I've been much more like doing that with age than insisting on, I don't think I can find this butterfly, than insisting on like, you know, having to finish things. Took me a long time to understand the lore. Yeah, I don't think this lore is that hard to understand. It's just, I don't know, I just lost a bit of interest in. But it's the same with like, I tend to lose interest with series that I have like watched. So like, you know, let's say I watched the first season of an anime and I find it really interesting and cool, but then maybe I read some of the manga. And not necessarily everything, but I just find myself kind of like completely falling off. And I can really love the universe. I just don't tend to watch the anime again if I've ever read the manga. So I very often tend to just, you know, leave the manga behind now if I really enjoy the anime, or make sure there's like a really long break between me watching the anime and like the manga and then the second season of the anime or whatever. Yeah, okay, I cannot find this butterfly it's talking about, so I'm giving up the butterfly hunt. So then what did One Piece kind of dropped it after like Haunted Castle part. I didn't really like it. Yeah, I think for me, I tend to fall off a bit when animes do the same format over and over again, but like different, like, so for instance, take a series like Doctor House, you know, House MD or whatever the series is called. It's really interesting, but there is like, you know, individual little episodes where there's a happening, and the recipe for what happens is basically always the same. Someone's sick, they try to fix it, and the end, most likely to fix it, sometimes the patient dies. But there is a patient case that they need to resolve. There is an underlying story arc of what happens to the characters all along as well. But for me, that recipe becomes tedious after a while. And I stop enjoying it because it's just the same over and over again. And I also tend to fall off if there is drama just for the sake of drama, and not like, yeah, I don't know. It's the kind of things that makes me fall off a little. With Pokemon, for instance, I usually find it alright because it's a child show and it's easy and like chill and very short episodes. But for instance, with normal sized anime, I can get kind of bored with it, so I tend to fall off a little. But again, that's just like one of the things I'm kind of analyzing about my own anime behaviors, because sometimes like I find myself not caring about that at all, as long as I'm enjoying it, sort of. I don't know. It's weird what we enjoy and like how we fall into and out of things at times, hey. Yes, it's already getting late. I did not find said butterfly. I'm just like, what is this blessing? Yeah, no, could not find it. Let me Google it. Prismatic butterfly. Stardew. Which sponsor? Okay, let's see. Let's read. Forest, town, beach, mountain, secret woods, bus stop, backwoods. Apparently it can be kind of hard to find. So maybe we'll do one more little cursory run and see if we can find this butterfly. We can check up by Grandpa's shrine too. I don't know where it's supposed to be able to spawn, but definitely wasn't here. It should be easy enough to see, because it's apparently sparkly as well as prismatic. There's just butterflies everywhere, you know, so it's hard to see. The backwoods. Maybe it's easier to see now that it's dark. Or maybe not. Mountain. Oh! Oh, we got a Maru thing. A cutscene with Maru. We should also go to Abigail's bedroom now, actually, that I think about it. Marlon, I'm surprised to see you here so late. The night sky looks amazing right now. Come over here, I want to show you something. I'm doing stargazing. Here, take a peek. What do you see? Beautiful planet. It's amazing, isn't it? By the time any of these stars are visited, you and I will be long gone. Jeez, Maru. I guess that's the trouble with being human, huh? Dot dot dot. Malon, confession time. Never mind. Here, let me show you a binary star system. Okay. Yeah, she wanted to confess, but didn't. That must be the planet we saw. What a beautiful night. Madu showed me something new. I wouldn't mind getting me a telescope like that to do some stargazing. Where the heck is this butterfly? But we didn't check the quarry. Maybe that's like the one place it's hanging out at. That would piss me off a little bit, not gonna lie. Showing the horse something it never gets to see because we're never in the quarry together. I take the minecarts now. Hey. No butterfly up here by the looks of it. I will look on my own, but no. It's getting late. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to find the prismatic butterfly. Is that so much to ask? I don't think I'm that blind, but if it's hard to find and it moves, then I don't know. Stupid blessing. It's like it can give you gold, but it can also apparently give you a prismatic shard, which would be very interesting. I'm gonna pass out looking, like I've done nothing useful this first day, just looking for a prismatic butterfly. What a waste. Oh well, we tried. Tally up. Sorry, I'm gonna respond to a message quickly. Let's see. You back? Did you fall out or did I fall out? Which is it? I talked to your mom. Okay, never mind. I've been having internet issues today, or electric issues today. So I am always a bit curious to see how we're faring. Let's see, doggy's not down here. You're moving, okay. I'll let you move. Where would the turtle be at? Is the turtle happy in outside weather? Okay, the turtle is there. We're trying to become friends with the turtle, so we'll say hi to that too. Sorry, another message. Okay, turns out she's at the beach. Your mom's at the beach. Have any plans for the day? Yes and no. There's the dog. I like saying hi to them all. Little critters. Especially now that we have a turtle too. Spaghetti from Gus. Cool. Nothing here is quite ready. Our mushrooms are though. We do store mushrooms in this one. And I think we're ready for some dehydrating potentially. Or maybe not. Yeah, she went there with her co-workers. Oh, that's nice. Happy for you, Mom. Getting some beach time. While it's still summer and nice outside. Dehydrated starfruit. I reckon that's gonna sell for really well. I'll sell the food too. A little bit cheeky, but we'll get rid of it. For now. Oh, there we go. We'll check on our little critters first, and then we'll do our big critters in a while. Blurring into each other, these little guys. I wish I've been to the beach for once. Can you not go to the beach? Quack quack indeed. We're actually not doing too well with the blue chicken. I feel like he's not loving us enough. Or she. Ah, it's looking really happy. Okay, never mind. It should be fine. You don't have C in Uzbekistan. So your mother is in a different country then? I associate any body of water with a sandy or stony shore to be a beach. So I feel like, you know, I haven't been to the sea as often as I had been to lakes. Would if we had any beach, Uzbekistan is surrounded by mountains. Whee! She works overseas? Okay, well that's nice. Getting some beach time overseas. Norway has an intense amount of shorelines actually, and we have also got an intense amount of lakes. So for us it's never been like an issue finding a beach or somewhere to go swimming when you want to. It's quite wild actually how much we have, but I quite like it here. I really love the sound of waves and cicadas. Yeah, I think the cicadas can be nice too, but they can also be a bit intense, like especially if you're trying to sleep. It can be a bit much, but I do think they're nice. Very soothing. Let's see, just thin out the hay a little bit here. Filling up our silos a smidge. Ah, we actually hit cap. Okay, never mind. They don't get any of them. Sand is yellow on the other side. Is that your version of the green air on the other side saying? The Uzbekistan version? So that's kind of funny. I love when people have like local takes on sayings and expressions. I think that's kind of neat. Saving a little extra. Then we can do the greenhouse. Nothing is ready, really. Like, we could harvest, I suppose we have tea leaves, but I don't bother with tea leaves too much. Yes, lol. That's funny. I do like it. Let's go get the blessing of the day. Not joking, it's just a pun. Oh, okay. I would have believed it if you said it was like a local way of expressing the same saying. It's not Uzbekistan version. Blessings of waters. The tree first fish you hook today will be much easier. Wow. I wonder if that goes for the legendaries as well. Let's see. Summer legendary fish. We'll look that up. The crimson fish, summer, any weather. And the spot is... Let's see. Okay, I can be on the docks by the beach. Okay, let's be a little cheeky. What size books do we have? Let's see. What? How are we doing on our mastery, actually, now that I think about it? Still far enough away. Our version goes, river that's closer to you is never worthy. I don't know how to translate it. The river that's flowing next to you isn't as worthy as the river far away from you. Maybe something like that? Yeah, could be, could be. That's cool. We actually used the greenish grass on the other side version in Norway as well. So we actually used the, like, common... excuse me. version. A lot of direct translations there, but it actually works. Excuse me. Oh, that was intense. Sneezing my brains out. What do I want to dehydrate today? Pineapple. We are dehydrated pineapples. Oh, I feel like my face is almost puffy from that sneeze. Bless you. Thank you. Appreciate that, because that was intense. Do we have dish of the sea? Yes, +3 fishing. We shall see if we can do anything easier with the crimson fish. Again, I am not hopeful here, but we will give it a shot. What's my favorite fruit? In real life or in Stardew? Because in real life, like, I'm an apples kind of girly. I love apples, and I do like strawberries, but I think I like apples more than strawberries. I think apples are just neat. Love them. I've grown more fond of pear flavor in my adult years, but I still don't like love eating pears because I feel like they're so mushy, if that makes sense. But I love me some apples, especially Norwegian apples, because they're just so, I don't know, they just have this special smell and tastiness to them. Your favorite is figs. I've never gotten on with figs, unfortunately. Like, I hear people say they think they're tasty, and I'm just like, yeah, but I don't know. I just... Let's see. Right. What is fig? Especially to escape slower when you aren't reeling them in. Okay, we'll try this and we'll see. It tickles in my mouth. It has a funny taste. Yeah, I never got on with figs, hey? My husband is very fond of them, though. He also likes himself some dates, so he's very good with that. I'm not great. But honestly, I'm not really a fruit connoisseur just to begin with. Like, I'm not huge on fruits. I get like the texture thing with a lot of fruit. Small seeds are inside are spicy, but fruit is kind of like soury. Yeah, no, I've had figs before. But I just don't, yeah. But I am very much on textures. So there's a lot of things I like the flavor of, but I don't like the texture. Or it's the other way around. I like the texture, but not the flavor. Okay. We have a legendary on the hook. And ladies and gentlemen, we got the crimson fish. Okay, that was really easy. The 3 first fish of the day will be much easier. This is the way to do legendary fish. What do you know? That was ridiculously easy. That was stupid easy. Do you see that? I caught the legendary fish like that. Wow. Well, tell you what, I'm happy about it. Did not see that coming. Friggin' gold quality too. I feel like that was cheating. That blessing. That blessing. That was cheeky. I'm happy, don't get me wrong, but wow. With great powers comes great responsibility indeed. That was very enjoyable, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we'll do that. We got Tonsui taunting the legendary fish by saying easy before GTA 6. What can I say? Now, I did get the blessing, right? And the blessing made it easy. So it's not my skill, it's the blessing. Maybe that will, you know, work against me saying easy here. Triggering it, taunting it. Oh, that was fun though. Oh, what do you know? The blessing is neat. Such like a cool little extra bit to the game, you know? Okay, wait, cheers. It's Monday. Do we want to go build something from Robin's, maybe? I think I want to do that. I'm just gonna bring some bits. Actually, I don't have enough stone to bring bits and build from Robin. Being humble after absolutely destroying the fish, huh? Yes. I'm a very humble being. Killed its pride and dignity. Nah, it's not that bad. But yeah, I guess I am a bit rough on the poor fishies. Hey, Ansel no longer sees itself as a legendary fish. A poor little guy could not anticipate the power of the blessing. That's what I'll call it. Really did it in with the blessing. So use this lady for what she's worth. She's great. I like that she gets the flowers once you've used the blessing for the day, because, or at least activated the blessing, because it just makes it like obvious that no, I have touched it. Can't believe how easily he was defeated. No. The fish is probably like, wait, I'm supposed to be difficult to get. Yet he wasn't, because I'm impressive. Let's see. I'm like running a little low on things to do this season. I should probably talk more with Leo, because, you know, he's only just moved to the valley. Sweet little kiddo. We could go to the desert as well. I do think we need to do a desert run. Oh shit, that was something I was supposed to do on Sunday. Change staircases. Give Dwarf an amethyst. We're not fully friends with the dwarf, but we are actually doing pretty well. Someone's at the beach. Where's the dwarf at? There we go. Like, we're doing pretty well, I'd say. I've been giving him and Krobus some more love. Holy typo. More like was taken over by the dwarf, I think. I had a thought, and then it disappeared. That does not promise well for my day. Could do, or like set up for a desert run. Hello, and welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Yeah, a little bit annoyed about the staircases, but you know, we don't need that many, so I think it's fine. Maybe we try and make some more bombs, hey? Because if I want to do another run, we're gonna need more bombs. Cherry bombs. Coal. So this one's the one I'm the most worried about, so maybe go to Krobus and buy more of the ore, or like the essences, because we spent a lot of it on, I think he likes iridium bar. And then, did we say amethyst for the dwarf? We did spend a lot doing the quest with lots of colors for the key coins. So like it wants like 100 of each color to give you X amount of key gems back, and I did that right. So I spent like 100 void essence doing that. But I used from my own stash, so I need to be good on going and buying from Krobus to refurbish that stash. Good, how about you? Cozy weekend vibes? Not as cozy weekend vibes as I would like. Like, I'm trying to make it more cozy, but we're getting guests that's gonna stay with us for like 2 weeks. And we're picking them up from the airport on Sunday. So I'm a bit like in hosting mode, right? Making the house nice and clean and pretty, and doing like these little things to make sure that the guests are gonna be comfy and setting up. So there's that, and then again, long story short, we had a small electrical fire in our fuse box last week, and that has prompted us to want to change out the fuse box, because we had the old style screw fuses, and we said, you know, since we've had issues, we want to be safe, we might as well just update the entire thing, right? And that has been a bit intense. Our electrician, local guy, known him my entire life, he's like, you know what, I know you're getting guests, I'm gonna come in and do this week, so it's like sorted before you get guests. Thankfully, very nice, but they came in at like 8 o'clock this morning to start doing stuff and changing it out, and I was like, shit, I want to start streaming at 11. I don't know how this is gonna go from the rest of the day. And I still don't have any promise on how long I can stream, because they've fixed it up now, so we have switch flips. Flip fuses? Yeah, like the switch type fuses. And that's been sorted and it looks good and it's all sorted. But they need to do a few more things. And then it turns out that the fuckers that set up this house in the first place, they have used, like, put way too many things on the same fuses. So they're gonna have to make sure that we, like, split things so we don't actually trip fuses by just living in our house, everyday life house, right? So they're going to get some bits for that, and hopefully my room and the internet won't be affected while we do this, but it could be that they come back in like 10 minutes and I have to end the stream, right? And I don't know if that's the case, so I'm just trying to be here and use the time I have while I have it to stream. But again, I have no clue how today's stream is gonna go. So, it's a bit intense, but we're figuring stuff out. We're doing it as it comes, and we're taking it bit by bit. Here, we'll figure it out. You also hate guests, so no cozy vibes. I'm locking in. I like guests, but it's our house is definitely not set up for 7 people living in it, and you know, that can be a bit of a struggle. But we're reckoning it's good. Dang, you took over my #1 spot by just saying 2 things while I spoke for like 15 minutes. Hehe, I'm best fan now and I still don't know her name. cozzyy, yes. Now you are best now. Yeah, so my real name is Marion, hence why my nickname in-game is Malon, or Malon, as I say with Norwegian pronunciation. My brother has always called me Malon, or Melon. But yeah, the streamer name is cozzyy. That's like my handle on all social media, basically. I am... That used to just be my cosplay nick or cosplay handle, but then I started streaming and it became like a natural extension of the cosplay and just, you know, my own online presence. So we're using that. Alright, let's see. We are buying all the void essence and all the solar essence. Thank you. And then I want to give you, I think it's Iridium Bar. Yeah, he loves that. Awesome. Gotta make Krobus happy. Cute haircut, by the way, cozzyy. My real life hair or the character? I got my hair in a braid. There's a lot of hair, but I am happy with my fringe. I cut my fringe, like my bangs, like last week, because my fringe was getting a little long and unmanageable, and then right after I was like, oh no shit, what have I done? I'm kind of regretting this. It's not looking the way I wanted to. But then I, you know, showered my entire hair and did a scrub and things suddenly looked fine again. But it's just, you know, sometimes it takes you a moment to learn styling your new shenanigans. I read about this tradition. It's a birthday gift. Oh, it's his birthday! We hit on the birthday! That's awesome. We could buy these bombs from him if we didn't want to buy, so like especially this using iron ore, because we're a little lower on iron than we are on gold, and also probably copper. Meant to be a live one, but never mind, I'm a sucker for those short-haired hairstyles, you know. Oh, I'm sorry for having long hair then. It was just to get it out of the way since I am in like cleaning and sorting mode today. I would really like to have short hair, but I have very intensely curly hair, and basically my younger brother has exactly the same hair type as me, and he has like borderline an afro just from existing. So like if his hair gets a certain length, it's just like full out, and I just know that I would have exactly the same case. And I don't know, I just like having slightly more manageable hair, you know, and so I'm keeping some length to it to give it a little bit of heft. How does it feel to have a 4-head? I have a 5-head. My husband's got a bit of a 5-head himself, so you know, for me, I'm happy to have it. I don't have like such a small but like I have a little bit of like a widow's peak. But I think it's kind of neat because when I do cosplay and I put on wigs, I can still like cover my own hairline and have a forehead. So I think I'd probably prefer having a big forehead to a small forehead. Is your hair curly? Yeah, it's really intensely curly actually. When it gets longer, it's more wavy than straight up curly, and I get like the little corkscrew curls. But that's another reason why I'm keeping it long, because the weight makes it less intensely curly and more wavy. So, you know, it's hair is hairing. I'm very happy with my hair, but I used to be endlessly teased and bullied as a child for having curly hair. So I've had a bit of an ambivalent relationship with it when I was younger. But, you know, we grow out of it, and I think we also grow to love and like things about ourselves as we age to a different degree. Mine is very soft and silky. I'm only one in a family to have silky hair. Aww. Yeah, I don't think anyone in my family has silky hair. My mother has volume and masses of hair. My father has the curls, and me and my brother became the result of both, I guess. So, lots and unruly. That fishing buff is lasting and lasting, truly. As Grandma, she said she doesn't know why everyone in our family has this thick and dark hair. I have crimsonish silky hair. Oh, that's kind of neat. Different one. The black sheep of the family. In the sense that your hair is different, at least. I never thought I'd say this, but the country lifestyle really suits me. Oh, I know what type of hair. If you have short hair and wolf cut, but I love you. Yeah, I think wolf cuts look really good too. Been low-key trying to get my husband into getting a wolf cut, but I don't know if he has the hair type for it, so we shall see. I am low-key in charge of cutting his hair, so maybe I will just take things into my own hands. Let's see, I want to look into the recipe for these treasure totems. Moss, mystic sap, and hardwood. Or mystic syrup, rather. I think we have enough to make one. It doesn't take that many saps, does it? Oh, 10 moss and 1 sap. Cool, cool, cool. I want to bring this with me to the desert. Just because I want another golden plate. My brother has curly hair, but his hair is thick. What kind of hair does a wolf cut need? Wavy. I think anything that is not straight up curly. So I think hair with like a little bit of fall to it, or a soft wave, is probably perfect. You could probably do it with straight hair as well, but I reckon you'd have to do a little bit of styling to get it. But I reckon like a little bit of wave or a soft wave would probably be good. Recently got a haircut, hated it, told barber I wanted an undercut, and he said alright, and gave me my fade on side of my head and only left bangs. I look like I have a buzz cut and bangs. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but that sounds interesting. Yeah, going to the hairdresser can be so like vulnerable, because you never know if you're gonna end up getting what you want, and if your vision translates, or if they've got the skill to execute, you know? So I get that. I'm sorry you're not happy with your haircut. We're gonna try using this treasure totem, hey? Here we go. See if we can't get some of those relics we want. Nope. Boom, baby. I got a book though, but it was the same book we have already, so. Got another golden mask, okay, but that's not really what I'm in the market for. We'll go all the same. Okay, we didn't get any, but okay, we'll take it. Like, I'm happy for what we get. Yeah, my god, I don't give a crap about hair, so I'm just yapping. That's cool. I wanted my hair on the back of my head and sides to be long, but not have an underpart. Back of your head and sides to be long. So kind of like a hockey, like a. I don't know what it's called. Like a little bit of a MacGyver do. We got a lot of some of the same seeds here, and we also got some more warp totems. Yeah, 2 of the Be Nimble Be something Jack. Be Nimble Be Thick. As far as artifacts, I don't think we need to keep the foam fossils. We have 4 of the masks too now. Okay, well, we can sell. I will, however, keep the coconut and the cactus. these guys, and then we can go to bed. Hey, go to bed. Okay, I'm relieved we got at least an hour of stream time in so far today. That makes me really happy because I was quite worried about what streaming was going to look like today. And again, I could be cut off in 10 minutes, so I'm just taking it moment by moment here. But it's stressful, eh, when you don't know what's happening. Good morning there. She made us breakfast. I have a question. I play niche random cozy games myself. I want to know what's it's like streaming. What's like a budget to start off with. So I think the equipment to play games with would be the most important place to start. I have a, I guess, impressive enough gaming setup as is, just because, so I inherited all my husband's gear when he upgraded the PC, and it's not like this game setup was outdated or poor or bad in any sense. It was just he wanted a better one, I needed a PC, and then we bought a few extra bits, and my brother gave me some stuff from his old computer setup. So like I don't even know what my specs are, but I have a decent setup. Like, it's strong enough, but I need to upgrade soon. I don't know, what else would I say? I get a camera. I have the, I think it's a Logitech camera, like a high-D 1080 frame something. That is pretty decent. It's like one of the better streaming cameras, or at least it was when I got it. I have a streaming light that is kind of unnecessary, but I found myself wanting more light that is controlled directly on my face. You can get away around it with using other things. Like, I have tried using ring lights and whatnot, but I didn't like them. I like this stream light the best. But just make sure that your PC setup is good enough to handle streaming. Cozy games tends to be less intense on your setup, so if you're just doing chill cozy games, you might get away with using a less impressive setup. Lag is usually your worst enemy when it comes to streaming. If you don't have the good enough specs, like, you'll find yourself lagging. And I obviously recommend having good internet. So we have fiber, and that has never been an issue, the internet connection itself. Unless we've been fiddling with it like we did today, because I lost internet first thing I did when I plugged on and started streaming today. But that is not the internet's fault, that is us. So I don't know. Again, I also operate with Norwegian kroner, so it can be a little hard to give you a clear line on, or like a clear budget, but look into the equipment you have if you think it's gonna be good enough. There's lots of like information out there about what is like minimum required or suggested to have when starting, at least. Search up undercut, and my hair is nothing like those. Get to tell Barbara I wanted an undercut with hair on top. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know what you told the barber. Can be a bit difficult. I'm selling all of these things, TBH. Also, let's touch to the Statue of Blessing. Extra friendship from speaking to people. Okay, that's neat. Once I wanted to be a streamer, but had no budget for it, lol. I think more so than, like, obviously you need to have the gaming set up to do it, and the money to actually spend on the games, but I think for a lot of people that start with streaming, the budget is your time. You need to put in a certain amount of time to stream regularly, to be able to stream for several hours. If you have, like, let's say you get really good numbers one day, if you want to stream, obviously you want to earn money on it. If not, it's not going to be something you can do. And having the time to do regular days, so like you have a bit of a stream schedule, right, that can be a bit of a challenge. And also the whole, like, being able to carry on for several hours, that can be intense for a lot of people. And if you also have a varied work schedule or fixing it in with your work, it is intense for a lot of people. And it's also the reason why I started dabbling in streaming last year. Couldn't really keep up with it because it was intense with my schedule, but then I'm officially unemployed basically this year, so I had the time to put effort into it. And also, like, to qualify for monetization on YouTube, you need to have 500 subscribers, you need to have 3,000 hours of view time or view hours, or for shorts, I think it's like over 1 million views or something like that. And then you also need to have uploaded at least 3 videos in the last 90 days. And a live stream like this will count as a video, so that's really not an issue. But, you know, obviously you need to do that. So the biggest issue with people for the budget is actually very often their time. The time to invest into it, to be regular, to grind things out over several months so you can actually be consistent enough to qualify for these things. It can be a lot. It can be a lot. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm having a hard time with it, but keeping yourself consistent and treating it like work when it's very different from normal work, and also like you're gonna have to work a lot before you start getting anything back for it, right? So the initial startup can be pretty hefty, and I'm fortunate enough that I've worked a lot and saved a lot before I ended up in my current work situation, and I also have a husband that is willing to take on the bigger parts of the bills right now. So, you know, we're in a financial situation that allows for it as well. So I'm very lucky in that sense, but it can be quite a lot getting into. So I understand why people think twice before they really cut into streaming or start with streaming. But then, like, I don't have anything better to do these days. No, that's a lie. I have a million things to be doing all the time. But this is something I have a lot of fun with it. Like, you know, I really have fun with streaming. It's like a social outlet, because I've become a little bit of a shut-in, not being out and amongst people every single day. So in that sense as well, it's smart. Well, now I don't want to stream. I don't like work. Yeah, well, there you go. It is just playing games and having fun, but it's also, there's a lot behind the scenes that goes into it as well. And it also comes down to, so like I chose YouTube as a platform to stream on specifically because it treats new streamers much better than like Twitch does. So if you want to start streaming on Twitch, and again, we're not shaming Twitch, because, oh, give me a moment, hang on guys, sorry. Electrician's back, so we're pending a little bit on what's gonna happen and whatnot, but I'll just keep playing for a little bit longer and we'll Alright. The electrician's back, and again, that could mean, but if they manage to trip something or things happen, I suddenly disappear, and if that happens, I will apologize. But you know, just keep that in mind. If I suddenly disappear, that is all fine and well. It is electricians doing electrician stuff. So we shall take that with a little bit of caution here. But yeah, again, changing out your electric setup. It's a thing, it's a whole thing, and we're doing it, and I'm glad we're doing it, because I don't want more fires in my fuse box. We'll take it as it comes. So again, if I suddenly disappear, be warned. The electrician's up in our attic now. He is pulling cables so that husband can have a safe gaming setup as well. It's a lot, eh? Fendi is from Uzbekistan, didn't you say, Fendi? Or at least that's where you live, to put it that way. I still have internet, it's all good. All is not lost. I'm chopping down these trees because this is my little hardwood farm. Hang on.
They do enough to take the power.
Alright. I'm from Norway, so I'm Norwegian. I stream from Norway. I am really sorry. Electrician just told me they're going to have to pull the power for an entire house again. He's pulling a cable now, but I'm sorry. That means I have to stop now. So it means I got exactly an hour of stream time today. If I have the time, I can try and stream tomorrow, because things should be in order by then. But yeah, I'm going to have to finish now. Like, I can't even finish playing the day, because that's how urgent these matters are. But I got an hour in. If I have the time between everything I'm doing, I will try and come back and do another run tomorrow. But yeah, thank you so much for popping in. It's really nice seeing you, Tanmay. I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, but I appreciate you popping in and saying hi and introducing yourself. Again, if you think this seems interesting, feel free to subscribe so you get notifications when I stream again. If you've been here before, like, odds are I'll come up on your front page when I stream. But yeah, I'm sorry guys, I didn't intend for it to be like this, but yeah, some things are out of my hands. I will try and have time for stream tomorrow. Again, I'm sorry, and thanks for watching for the little hour I was able to be here, guys. I really appreciate y'all, okay? Thank you, and have a good one. Have a good day. Bye bye.